Hey everyone, Chris Haddon, co-founder of Hard Money Bankers and co-author of the Whiteboard book. Here talking today about the idea of travel and its effects on your brain and your business in a good way, in a positive way. I just got back from a trip. I went to visit my son in Colombia, South America, where he lives with his mom, my ex, whatever. And this is a topic I've thought about after coming back from those trips in the past, but I haven't gotten around to putting it on video or writing it down quite yet. So I wanted to do that today. Just got back yesterday evening, so this is very fresh. Okay. Travel before the invention of tourism was considered study. Now think about that for a sec. It was considered to be studying before there were resorts and vacations and this and that. Glenn, you probably want to pay attention to that one because that's a lot of the point of the whole thing.
Studying.
Travel was the same as studying. Taking classes, taking tests, and think about that, because that doesn't really translate in how we consider travel now. Like a lot of people, if they think about a vacation, it's like you go sit on a beach in the Dominican Republic or Bahamas or whatever, right? And that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm also not talking about traveling for work, which can be, difficult and stressful and probably bring you down a few notches in terms of what you're able to produce. The kind of travel I'm talking about was traveling back in the day, where you would go to some place that maybe you haven't been there before, maybe you have, but it's completely different than where you are every day, and you're doing things that are completely different than what you do every day. And think about the effect, the positive effect that can have, just flipping your whole world upside down, and the effect that can have on your creativity, the way you're seeing yourself, your own business, everything else. And that happens to me. In that kind of trip, especially when I go down there to visit my son, he's at school a lot, my ex, she's at work a lot. I do have a good amount of time by myself. I'm reading, I'm exercising, I'm thinking about business, I'm working a little bit, but not a ton. And the ideas that I have and the stuff that I come up with when I'm down there is, I'm not saying it's like amazing, legendary, whatever, but it's just different stuff than what goes through my mind every day. And I'll keep an Evernote. I'll send myself emails because I want to stay on top of everything that's happening. Related to that, I don't want to go too far into the idea of speaking another language, but just being around another culture, we can use that. Like I've been trying to come up with the right analogy for this, and I haven't gotten there yet. If you're able to speak another language, I speak Spanish, so I haven't come up with the right analogy, like I said, but it's not as extreme as saying you have, like you're another person being in that language. It's not as extreme as saying that you're living in another life, but then the example that's not strong enough is saying like seeing the world through a new lens or through a new different colored whatever. That's not strong enough, but saying that you're a different person is too strong. So I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm trying to come up with something in the middle. And travel is similar, being in another culture, and you're not a different person, but it's like there's different stuff going on. You're thinking about different things. And so what you're able to produce is, oftentimes things that you would not come up with when you're in your office, in your daily routine and everything else. Like think about a lot of people during college studied abroad. Probably not enough people. The majority of people probably did not. But that experience, that 3 or 4 month thing, it was just a semester. Like semesters in college, like they went by pretty quickly. But your semester abroad seems like it was its own complete experience. Like it seemed like it was years long, like it was its own college, unto itself. Even though it was only one semester, it was only, like August to December, whatever it was. And the profound impact that mine had on me for that reason, being in another culture, getting up, doing your thing every day. And I've heard other people talk about that too, but the travel being study is something that I think has been lost recently. So I wanted to get on video about that. I have more writing to do along those lines, but see if you can take a trip that doesn't involve sitting on the beach for a vacation. And hopefully is not like a super stressful business trip. Like see if you can go somewhere new and have some free time and do some writing, some exercising, some thinking, whatever, and see what comes out and try to write it down. It's a pretty awesome experience to go through, a powerful exercise for sure, and well worth the time that will be away from your office, away from your house, whatever. Thanks for checking it out. See you next time. Chris Haddon, co-founder of hardmoneybankers.com and the Whiteboard book co-author. Thanks, bye.